Hi guys, my name is Yash. I'm a ECBA certified business analyst, and today I'll walk you through my business intelligence portfolio project, Business Insights 360. This project is based on consumer electronic business operating across global markets, and the goal is to use data analytics and Power BI to understand business performance from multiple angles. So before jumping into the dashboard, let me quickly explain the agenda. So I'll first give a brief company overview, then explain the company's platform presence and distribution channel. After that, I'll cover the data model, data sources, and key business metrics used in the project. Finally, I'll give an overview of dashboard views that help different business teams make better decisions. So let's start by understanding the company. Atlic Hardware, as you can see, is a global consumer electronic brand that sells products such as personal computers, peripherals, storage devices, printers, and other hardware products. The company's mission is to provide high quality and innovative technological solutions to customers worldwide. Understanding this business context is important because the dashboard is not just about numbers, it's about helping the business track performance, identify issues, and make better strategic decisions. Now that we understand what the company does, let's look at how it reaches customer. So as you can see, Atlic Hardware operates through two major platforms. First is the brick and mortar, which means physical retail stores, where customers can walk in, export products, and purchase them directly. Example include Chroma, Best Buy, Atlic Exclusive, and Atlic eStore. The second platform is an e-commerce platform where customers can browse and purchase products digitally from anywhere. Examples include Amazon and Flipkart. This is important because sales performance can vary significantly because between offline and online platforms. Okay, so now let's go one step further and deeper and understand the company's distribution channel. So Atlic reaches customers through three major distribution channels. First is the retailer channel, where third party partners like Amazon, Flipkart, and Chroma sell Atlic products. Second is the direct channel, where Atlic sells through its own branded stores, both online and offline, such as Atlic eStore and Atlic Exclusive. The third one is the distribution channel. So in the distributor channel, where there are like wholesale partners like Neptune, they help supply products to the local market, especially in countries like China. So distribution structure is not just important because each channel has different revenue patterns. profit margins or operational challenges. But since the business is very clear in that country, so that's why distributors are mainly used. Once the business structure is clear, the next step is to understand how data is organized. Before that, I would just like to show a visual representation of how Atlic sells to the consumers. So as you can see, Atlic hardware is first selling to the customers. Chroma, Amazon, you saw the brick and mortar, right? And I'm sorry, you saw this retailer. So Chroma, Amazon, you can say are retailers. Okay, so these are the retailers, and they sell online to the consumer. Then there's Atlic. Then Atlic Hours can sell through Atlic e-stores, Atlic exclusive, you know, and they can sell it to directly to the consumer. Then there's Neptune. So Atlic sells to Neptune. This is a distributor in China, and Neptune does sell it to the consumer directly. So yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, let's move on to the Snowflake data model. The Snowflake data model is a structured way of organizing data where the central fact table connects to multiple dimension tables, and those dimension tables may further connect to related subtable. This helps keep the data clean, organized, and easier to analyze across different business areas such as customers, product, markets, sales, and time. Now, let's look at the actual data sources used in this project. The project uses data from two SQL databases and additional Excel files. So the first database is GDB041. It includes core business tables like customer, product, market, sales monthly, and forecast monthly data. Second database is GDB056 that includes cost related data such as manufacturing cost, reductions, freight cost, and gross price. Additional Excel files provide supplementary information like market share, operational expenses, and target data. Together, these sources allow the dashboard to analyze revenue, profitability, forecasting, and market performance. So, before opening the dashboard, it's important to understand business metrics used throughout the report. So, as you can see on the revenue side, we have metrics like gross sales, pre-invoice deduction, net invoice sales, post-invoice deduction, net sales, COGS, gross margin, and net profit. These helps us to understand how revenue is generated, where deduction happen, and how much profit remains after cost. So I would just give you this example. Just after this slide, there's one example. It's a very awesome example for the revenue side specifically. So first I'll explain the forecast side too. So on the forecasting side, we use metrics like forecast accuracy, net error, absolute error, YOY, that's year to that's year on year. Then YTD is year to day, and YTG is year to go. So these helps business understand how accurate demand planning is and whether inventory decisions are aligned with actual sales. Now that business metrics are clear, let's move to the dashboard structure. But before that, I would like to explain a simple example for the revenue side. So, to make these business terms easier, let's take a simple mouse example. Okay, suppose Atlic sells a mouse to Chroma for $30. Okay, so you see, Chroma is the customer of Atlic, and Chroma will sell it to consumers, that is the people. Okay, just wanted to make it clear. So, so Atlic sold the mouse for $30 to Chroma. So after pre-invoice discount, the invoice value becomes $28, right? So what is a pre-invoice discount? You see. So Atlic usually, before making the invoice, gives a small discount of $2. That's a pre-invoice discount. So whenever Atlic is selling to some customer of his, you can say Amazon, Chroma, Best Buy, anyone, Atlic gives a discount of $2. Okay? So now you see net invoice sales is 28 since the $2 is deducted from the gross price of $30. Then there is the post invoice deduction. So what is a post invoice deduction? So you see Atlic gives a discount of $3 again in the post invoice deduction. So why is Atlic giving a discount after invoice? So it can be maybe for placement or promotion, right? So that makes the net sales $25. Okay? Now we also consider the cost of goods sold, the making cost, every single thing. And that, for example, now Atlic also spend money to make and deliver the mouse, right? So the cost is $20. So here the gross margin is $5. This $5 is called a gross margin. This means after selling the mouse and removing discounts and cost, Atlic actually keeps $5. And gross margin percentage is $5 profit out of $25 net sales, that is 20%. So in simple terms, Atlic sold the mouse for $30, but after discount and cost, the real earning left is only $5. Okay, so I hope it is clear. I just wanted to give this simple example. So yeah, let's move forward with the dashboard. I think I'll just summarize the dashboard a bit because I'm going to go more deeper into every dashboard later in the Power BI project. So as you can see, the finance view focuses on revenue, profit and loss, gross margin percentage, and net sales. The marketing view helps analyze market performance, gross margin, and net profit percentage. The sales view focuses on customer and product performance, while the supply chain view tracks forecast accuracy and net error. And finally, the executive view gives leadership a top level summary of KPIs and market share. This structure allows different stakeholders to quickly access the insights most relevant to that role. Now that the business context, data model, and the dashboard structures are clear, I'll move into the Power BI and walk through each view step by step. Okay?